Hi there, hello again. How are we doing? And you can hear me too. Happy to be back, Ender King. Apologies for that. It's proving to be a rather consistent rule that power outages will only occur while I am streaming. Alright, where the hell was I? Okay, yeah, it was right at the beginning. Okay. Yeah. Complaining about the necking. Okay. Okay. I don't know what you're talking about, but it was probably just some horror terror chirping at you during one of your nap bubble mindfucks. It's not the point, I just wanted to say, I just saw you. You did? Yeah. You appeared for a second, shooting at an imp, then you disappeared. Oh! Yes, I did get around during that battle, didn't I? It was really intense. Those stupid things are impossible to kill. No, you can kill them. You'll get better, don't worry. Dave, have you? Yeah, I do my best with my googness. Welcome back, do not open. Ugh. In the heat of the fray, I didn't notice you. Where where were you? Three places. I remember seeing you twice before in different locations, but at the moment I'm standing in the middle of this snowy goddamn field, freezing my shit off. Just wanted to see if you were cool. Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. What do you mean you don't remember seeing me? Well, you remember seeing me. Was I jumping through time or something? No, I was. This is the future. One of the future me's, that is. You're from the future? Yeah, Jade, that's what future means. You know, Jade, if you can put up with Dave's bullshit, I think you can handle at least a few of the nicer trolls. John told me you've been doing some time traveling. Yeah, that is really awesome. It's okay. Hey, it's pretty fucking cold. I know. It is a really neat place, but it's freezing. So I'm gonna go someplace warm. Be back in a while later. Wait, Dave! Stupid, lousy, cool dudes. Okay, I'm back. An hour later. An hour? An hour or so. A second for you. I ran around for an hour, got my ass someplace warm, went back in time, picked up where we left off. I cannot believe how cool that is. This is me believing neither that nor its coolness. Yeah, I know. I'm really putting in the time, overly frustrated. Welcome. I mean, yeah, really and truly, nothing is going to beat the over 30 hours spent streaming Deltarune I did once. That is if we ever have a Homestuck day like that, I might look like that one chocolate character from SpongeBob. I remember chocolate. Yeah, I guess I'm sort of used to it by now. I don't think of hours going by the same way anymore. I mean, they are my hours, but not everyone else's. They're kind of like private hours all to myself. while everyone else is sort of in slow motion, stuck in the thick of the alpha.
I don't know if I get that, but okay.
Well, yeah. The thing is, my thing is time, yours is space. Pretty different things. Dialga, Palkia, it's a whole thing. You get things about space I don't, or you will.
I will?
Yep.
Okay. But anyway, you're right. It's cold. I have to go back inside. I wish I had winter clothes, and if I did, I also wish that my wardrobifier didn't blow up with all my beautiful clothes inside it. I'm so horribly unprepared for this. I have never even seen snow before. Can you believe that?
Pretty believable since you lived on Guam or wherever the fuck, and also inside an active volcano.
Derp, yes, Dave, that is so where I lived. That is as biographically accurate as it gets about me.
Well, I've never seen it either. Now, what can I think? What can? Well, I've never seen it either. Now that I think about it.
No?
No.
Isn't it great?
Nah, lava's better.
Lava is not better than snow.
Yeah, it is. Lava and skeletal skyscrapers all melting and shit. How is that not way cooler than snow and, like, more snow?
You can't play in lava. It's no fun. You can only die in lava.
Snow's a big chilly carpet of nobody gives a shit, like Old Man Winter spread around his nasty mayonnaise and turned the landscape into his personal asshole sandwich. Not a visual I needed there, Dave.
You, Dave, no!
When I look around, all I see is the miles of unharnessed snowmen I'm just too damn cool to build.
No, this is so lame. I am hearing an insane and stupid guy say stupid idiot things while wearing dumb sunglasses for lame morons.
Whoa, Jade with the fucking haymaker. I need to go look for my teeth on the canvas as soon as shit stops spinning and there stops being like 10 of you.
Why don't we play in the snow later? As soon as you get some...
Time, then shades. Time, shades, let's go. Oh my fucking god.
Time.
I'm not gonna play in the snow. Maybe you missed those credentials I flashed which clearly stated me being too cool for that. Like, federally too cool. My coolness is named after a dead president plus his middle initial to make it sound extra legit.
I know you're joking around, but you are not too cool at all. You don't even think that.
Okay.
Brrr.
I thought you were going inside.
I forgot.
Well, at least make some damn clothes. Something warmer, why don't you alchemize some shit?
I can't. All that stuff blew up.
Blew up?
It's a long story that involves a piñata and a gun and a very naughty doggy.
I completely understand everything about that practically entirely.
So anyway, that reminds me, I've got to talk to John. I've got to get him to make me some new gizmos, assuming that's even possible.
No, don't bother John. Doesn't she have to? I don't think you can do it for her. He's on like this fucking wind mission or whatever, and I really need to go back to my kick-ass suit, but whatever. Getting all his ridiculous magic cyclone powers on and realizing his huge blowy destiny as the chump of shush.
John has magic cyclone powers?
Almost.
Whoa, you guys are all so much better than me. I feel so lame. I have like mild precognition and you got the time travel powers. This is bullshit.
We all start out somewhere. Remember how I was scrambling up that tower to get that egg like an idiot? What the hell was I doing? I was like goddamn Pooh Bear in a tree reaching up his fat fucking poo paw for some motherfucking honey. So even though I'm awesome now, at one point I was plausibly likened to an autistic stuffed animal. I never really took Pooh as autistic. And I don't really now, even then. Aloof, perhaps. And you even knew what to do. You told me how it worked, all Christopher Robining my ignorant ass about that egg. But I was all like, I'm a little black rain cloud, bitch, watch me climb! So maybe you're starting out with more sense than me.
Maybe.
In any case, Egbert lost his computer and game disk, so he can't do anything for you anyway.
Oh no! Did he lose it in a magic cyclone?
Probably some shit like that's what happened, but you're not completely screwed. We just have to think outside the box here.
We do?
Yes. First, we need to get our mystery mouse-tool. Yeah, honestly, I figured we'd have to do something like this, so I guess here we are doing it.
Doing what?
Well, you're my server player, remember?
Yes.
I need you to deploy something first. In my apartment. In a few hours, I'll go back there and we can continue this.
Oh geez, a few hours?
Yeah, as in a few seconds. I'm back at my place now.
Fastest hours?
Yeah, now deploy the IntelliBeam laser station.
But that costs so much grist.
No, it costs practically nothing. Check out how much I've got.
OMG! I can't turn into Vriska now!
Oh. I do not recall how Spurb assigns titles to players. Should I know that already? Deploy laser station.
What does this thing do?
It's mostly pretty stupid and useless, but it'll come in handy here. It reads CAPTCHA codes.
On the back of cards?
Yeah, but
we can already read those.
Some are too garbled and complicated. The human eye can't decipher them. Needs sophisticated scanning technology and artificial intelligence to figure it out.
But isn't the whole point of CAPTCHAs that only humans can read them, and not robots?
Yeah, well, that's why this is so dumb. Eject disk. Oh, right. Y'all told me that there's like a test at some point, and I shouldn't take it yet because it's too early. Remind me when we get to whatever that point is, and I'll take the test. I guess some CAPTCHAs are so incomprehensible because the game thinks it would be too cheap to let you duplicate them, like an anti-piracy measure. So the solution to the anti-piracy measure is to override the anti-spam measure.
Anti-spam?
Right. We cannot handle those cans in this game. They're too complicated to render. Well, yeah, that's what CAPTCHAs are for, and they're on the back of cards for a really good reason. 'Cause God knows the last thing you'd want was some web bot being able to figure out the code for, like, a potted plant. That would be fucking mayhem.
Yeah, obviously.
But in order to effectively cheat here, we've got to open Pandora's spam box and release the laser station into the world with its leering IntelliBeam. Now no CAPTCHA is safe. You'll have bots signing up for email accounts and duplicating potted plants and shit.
Oh no!
Basically, robots are in control now, which is good news and bad news. The bad news is they're all porn bots and they've got loads of provocative material they're just dying to share with us.
What's the good news?
That's also the good news.
Dave, I still don't know what you're actually doing here.
What's it look like? I'm duplicating my server disk. Scan. Stare at this GIF for the next 20 minutes until it's done.
Ooh, to give it to John?
Nah, I told you we're not bothering John. He's got shit to do. I'll just install it.
But you are already Rose's server player, and John is mine, not to mention I'm yours. Can you really be a server player to your own server player?
Don't see why not. We have to get creative here. This game's already so far off the rails. What else is there to do but improvise?
But I guess I thought that John sort of had to be my server, you know?
Well, he was. He got you in, didn't he? But now he's not. Been a change of plans. Time to roll with it. Let's see. Man, I would love to find out that a famous author was doing that. It's like, okay, first I have to run Tytos Lannister through the Homestuck algorithm, at which point I can continue with this story.
Well, you're from the future, right? Don't you know already if it'll work?
Yeah, more or less. I never really studied how it went down all that closely. I just figured when the time came to sort it out, the right thing to do would be obvious, like it is now. Managing the loops is a balance of careful planning and just rolling with your in-the-moment decisions, and trusting they were the ones you were always supposed to make. By now, I'm pretty used to having my intuition woven into the fabric of the Alpha timeline. Pretty smooth, Dave. Yeah, I know.
Shades for everybody!
Duplicate disk. This'll be the disk I use for your connection, while the original will stay bound to Rose's connection.
So you will be the server for both us ladies? You just keep getting smoother. I can't handle all this smoothness.
Well, technically, I will be your server, and past me will stay as Rose's server, which is to say present me will, the one in the black suit.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Stop lying, girl. I guess that makes sense. He can keep managing her for a while, until she sorta checks out soon and becomes totally useless. Then he can start hopping around time like I did, make a ton of money and stuff, eventually become me, and become your server player.
Okay, I think I understand that.
Yeah, see, it's not hard to get the hang of. In the meantime, I'll kind of loiter around this time frame to help you out for a while.
Yes, thanks, Dave. What do you mean Rose will check out?
Don't worry about it. Just some more future stuff. Now I need you to go downstairs.
Okay.
Go downstairs. I'm just going to cut right to the chase and upgrade your alchemeter so you can avoid a lot of bullshit. I'll give you some codes and you can punch cards and slip them. This is like joining an MMO with a friend who's already at the max level so they can help you race through the early levels. And slip them into jumper blocks, which are really the exact same codes you first gave me when we upgraded my alchemeter, which seems like a hella long time ago.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it kind of literally is for me.
How long?
Few days, I guess.
Okay, that's not that long.
Whatever. Deploy and upgrade.
Yay! Oh god, hurry up and alchemize stuff. Go, go, go!
Oh no! No! The artist has lost her mind!
Hey, calm down. Just because it's snowing outside doesn't mean it's Christmas just yet. There are still plenty of things to do before we bother with that sort of nonsense. Take a deep breath, put the cards down, and relax.
Dave, wake up. Oh. You already woke up when Jade fired her. Yeah, fired her rifle a foot and a half from your eardrum and then disappeared. This idiot here is knacking it up with your eye shades. Someone is pestering you directly into his brainless reptilian face. Retrieve shades. Step off. You decide he can keep the sword, though. Answer Rose. Tentacle therapist began pestering turn tech godhead. Hi there. Knack, knack, knack. Don't mind me. I'm just waiting for that guy on the pile of sharp objects to wake up. The glasses are talking again. Knack, 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 knack.
If you don't stop knacking, I will turn you into a thorn bush.
Hey, what just happened?
You fell asleep. And we're not talking to Jade anymore, so I'm less interested.
I was so enjoying actually getting to see her for a while.
Orange Bird Dave killed some monsters and flew away. Jade fired a bullet at an imp and vanished, and you woke up.
Oh yeah, she's here then.
Yes.
Is she okay? What was going on there?
Yes, she's fine. I guess I should catch up with her.
I guess I should catch up with her.
You already are.
I am?
Future you is.
Oh, okay, time travel's involved. That's all you needed to say. Everything's cool and under control then.
How was the nap?
Weird, and kind of boring. I was in your dream room for a while spying on you, being all creepy and dream duplicitous and shit.
It's okay. I was being similarly wake duplicitous.
What's with your book collection? Or dream book collection? All your books are bizarre and terrible.
No, my books are great. I can recommend some good titles for the next time you're asleep.
Nah. But I understand defending your collection. I guess if you were in my dream room and talking shit about my awesome dream portraits of Dream Stiller and Dream Snoop or whatever, we'd have to have a fucking talk.
Did you do anything on the moon besides rifle through my belongings, such as remove your shades and turn your gaze ringward by any chance?
Oh, yeah, I did. What did you see? Horrible things.
Horrible terrible?
Yeah, it was like peering through the dark portal of an eldritch red lobster and scraping out its all-you-can-eat seafood buffet. And when I saw them, their voices became clear.
What were they saying?
I couldn't really focus on anything specific, but in totality, I'm pretty sure it was like a plea for help.
That's good.
No, it was disturbing, so I slapped my shades back on, went and perved up some sleeping girl's room to take my mind off it.
It seems they're reaching out to you.
Oh god, why would I want that? I'm not about to get molested by calamari with fucking teeth. Use your powers and, like, stroke a mummy's paw or some horseshit and open a dark channel. Tell them to keep their lecherous flagella to themselves.
You're going to have to help them, even if you don't like them. They're being massacred, presently, already, and still to come.
What's that mean?
It means time doesn't work rationally out there, nor does space. But that doesn't change the reality of the threat.
Who cares if they're getting killed? They're hideous and obnoxious.
You're underestimating the nature of the threat. At this point, the threat isn't to our session or any given universe. It's to the perpetuation of reality itself. You wouldn't be saving them, per se. You'd be saving everything.
Oh, okay, cool. So long as it's not about them. Jesus Christ. Rose with her full Dragon Ball Z situation.
They've revealed some of their secrets to me already. And given me a few errands to run. This is why you might have observed some unusual behavior from me.
Oh shit, you're kidding. No, really, are you serious? I didn't even notice. Fuck. Mind equals blown.
Once these convulsions of explosive laughter subside and finish rocking my various foundation, I might point out that you haven't really been as astute as you're implying. You've deliberately fogged your vision your entire life with ironic eyewear while awake, and while asleep, though perfectly alert, you've chosen to ignore your surroundings. But now that you've seen them, you have a choice to make.
Okay.
They will only tell me so much. They would like an audience with the Prince of the Moon as well. We are like the emissaries to what lies beyond this small bubble in their unfathomable dark foam. Durst skirts its edge, and during the lunar eclipse, we graze it, and that's when their intent for us becomes clear. I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part. I didn't do shit. But they have a mission for you as well. What am I supposed to do? Listen to them. My understanding is they will teach you how to navigate the unnavigable. The result should be a map. Like a treasure map? No, something a little more astronomical, like a star chart with no stars. Hence the challenge. Why? To plot a course through the furthest ring. To plot a course to what? The power source of the first Guardians. Oh, right, the green sun, okay. Wait, sorry. I mean, the green sun! My bad. Yes, that's much better. What's the deal with this thing? I mean, aside from giving Jade's dog his devil powers, and by extension, I guess Jack. What's the deal with it? Yeah, I don't know what there is to a deal with it. That there is one. Beyond the deal you just described, it is what it sounds like. A huge sun out in the literal middle of nowhere, and it is bright green. It is simply the green sun! How big? I mean, I need a sense of scale here. Is it like the size of our sun, or bigger? Or is it only as big as, like, planet fucking Jupiter? It is nearly twice the mass of our universe. Okay, that's pretty fucking big. See how important that contextualization was now? I know how fucking impressed I should be. I mean, holy shit, that's huge. Happy I could help. So, okay, I make a map to this thing with the help of 1,000,000 rambunctious gross tentacle mutants. And then I guess we go there for some reason? Yes. Why do we need a map? Can't you just tell us what direction it's in? Point a spaceship that way? Blast off to adventure? No, the geometry of the furthest ring is too complex. Remember, its space-time is labyrinthine. In fact, it's not really accurate to call it space-time at all, since it is outside the domain of any created universe where those properties have become instantiated and stabilized. I can kind of get that time is messed up there with like loops and causality paradoxes and shit like that, being the night of time here. Not really sure why navigating the space would be a problem, though. Space isn't my thing, remember? What is it like? Full of wormholes or something? It depends. The greater the distance you travel through it, the less reliably time flows. And the more time you spend in it, the less reliably space behaves. Time and space aren't as different as you might think. Dialga and Palkia, roommates. I thought you weren't supposed to know shit about either, seeing as you're the seer or whatever that means. I think it means I'm supposed to know shit about the big picture, which includes tidbits like that. But the inside of my shoes stays free from the grit of minutia. Fair enough. So I take my nap and fly to this thing. No, I do. Okay, you fly to it. Then what? That depends on if John is successful. You mean with the quest you're sending him on? Yes. Is there anything you do that's not sending dudes on quests? Nothing whatsoever. So he's got to get the cancer out of Skya, right? Yes, the tumor! The tumor! Yeah, so what's the tumor do? I mean, the tumor. Jesus, can we stop with the fancy colored text bullshit? I guess so. I thought it was more fun that way. Well, okay, you can keep doing it then. Thanks. Black, the tumor, black, is quite a large growth at the center of the battlefield. We won't be able to remove it without fully realizing its abilities. Okay, cool. What is that? What is it? Can you promise you won't tell him? It would probably make him more nervous than he needs to be if he knew. Okay, I won't say anything. Just tell me. It's a bomb. See, this is the part where both Tracy and Dave need to start spamming Rose with some holy shit memes that they draw up real quick.
Or in Dave's case, he could even take a while to make it.
It is set to detonate precisely when the reckoning ends. This is how long we have to put this plan into motion.
What the hell is a bomb doing in there?
It could be a feature of any session not meant to bear fruit. A means to wipe out a null session rather than leaving it lingering in paradox space for eternity. Or it could be a mutation specifically to our session. I really don't know.
First time for everything, I guess. Seriously, where'd you get all this info? Did you get it all from the gods? Are these just a bunch of orders you're following?
Not exactly. They've urged me in certain directions and guided my exploration. I've obtained some answers from them, but ultimately, this idea is mine. Plus, I have other sources. One in particular has been quite illuminating.
What?
I've been referring to him as an informant when people ask, which isn't often.
What, you mean a troll?
No, it's a man who exists in another universe. He wants to die.
Sounds like a really credible dude. Sign me up for trusting everything he says.
Only as credible as the omniscient tend to be.
Oh, so he knows everything.
Yeah, I mean, that's what omniscient means. But maybe I'll ask him about that since he's the omniscient one.
Even if he is omniscient, which he probably isn't, what if he's just lying?
He says he doesn't lie. He says he doesn't lie. For some reason, I believe him about that. He's a convincing fellow.
Why's he want to die?
He no longer has a purpose now that he's done everything required to summon his master. As a fellow guardian, he's completely indestructible. Well, almost completely.
Wait.
What? His power is derived from the same source as Earth's guardian, and conveniently, that of our nemesis as well.
Okay, I get it now. When John delivers the tumor,
when John delivers the tumor, and I do mean
the tumor,
I and I alone will navigate the furthest ring, and I will destroy the sun, by which I do mean the
green motherfucking sun.
And in case it wasn't clear, I won't be coming back, because I'm, like, doing self-sacrifice bullshit and stuff.
Whoa, fuck. A suicide mission, are you serious? No bullshit, that's not happening. Hey, look, suddenly everything we just talked about was useless because it's time to make a plan that doesn't fucking suck.
Let's not be so dramatic. I was talking about my dream self. She's the one who won't be returning.
Oh. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Those fuckers are all kinds of mad expendable. Way to leave me hanging there. For someone who's saying let's cool it on the drama, the whole I won't be coming back thing is a pretty theatrical bombshell. For future reference. Holy shit.
That's true. Your outburst was pretty sweet, though.
Yeah, I know. So when do I do my thing? Make this map. Which I guess is just like a solid black piece of paper, which is going to be fucking stupid, isn't it?
If there's one thing you have more than any of us, it's time. So whenever you like, as long as, conventionally speaking, it's quite soon.
Ugh. Welcome, serrated millionaire. And we're already in full Dragon Ball Z territory without trying to bring in power levels. Nothing makes sense. Ever. Alright, so dog it as long as possible, then travel back to about now and go to sleep.
Sure. And if you have trouble going to sleep, maybe you can ask your patron troll to trick the telepathic one into putting you to sleep again.
What?
Each of us seems to have a troll infatuated with helping us, haven't you noticed?
No?
What about the psychopath who's currently helping you?
Oh yeah, Tracy. No, she's cool.
Isn't that camaraderie blossoming into some sort of interspecies whatever?
It's blossoming into an interspecies partnership in incredibly shitty cartooning. What do you mean? Get her to trick someone into putting me asleep again. When did that happen?
Just now.
Who did that?
That would be John's patron troll.
God fucking trolls. Too many of them who can even keep track of this shit without notes. Which one's yours? Is it the absurd juggalo one? That would be hilarious.
There's a juggalo one?
Yeah, see what I mean?
She's contacting me now, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm suddenly not interested, so go talk to your fairy god troll. I'll be over here paving the way for your elaborate dream suicide. When I feel like getting around to it, I mean. Thanks. Later. Answer, fairy god troll. So can I take this as a summary rejection of Grimmaxillatrix? Oh.
I do declare, since the gap between your present moment and the implementation of your mystifying self-destruction continues to narrow, this will be the last conversation in which I attempt to talk you out of it nicely. There will be future conversations in which I am more rude about the matter, but for now, nicely. I explained this. The intent isn't true self-sacrifice. First of all, you're underestimating the gravity of a dream death. It's a pretty serious thing, okay? And dream selves are important to a person in ways that aren't always obvious. I think you're being frivolous, but that's not really the sentiment reinforcing the exoskeleton of my argument. Soon you will be blacked out of Trollian viewport. Soon you will be blacked out of Trollian's viewport. And I have no explanation for this, and neither do you. So I'll just assume the worst, and you should too. Are you saying it's not because I'm sleeping? I've seen you sleep before. You are just asleep on screen. Peaceful and harmless and posing no threat to anyone, unless I guess you are up to mischief in your dreams, which I cannot rule out. Actually, that's probably what you do in your sleep. What was I thinking? Shh. What? Blah, blah, blah. Right, sorry. I'm saying this is a special case. It is foreboding and disconcerting, and you are being reckless. You're right. I can't explain why I go dark on your monitor, but I'm confident in my plan. I have it under control. Your hubris is really fascinating. Easily twice the mass of a universe, I think. That it hasn't collapsed upon itself into a tiny lavender singularity is the most striking Marvel paradox space has coughed up yet. Maybe it did. Maybe that's what went wrong. We figured it out. No, please stop. Humor won't deflect my really big and important tirade, okay? You are investing too much confidence in evil gods who oppose Skya and your true purpose, and I can't abide that. And as difficult as this is for me to confess, I think your plan is very dangerous, and so are you. Oh? Yes, and I'm afraid I'm going to have to devote all my efforts to stopping you. I'm sorry to hear that, Kanaya. What did you have in mind for this new and exciting adversarial phase of our relationship? I'm so glad you asked. You see, I have been training a powerful wizard. No! 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 Don't throw this monkey wrench into the doomed Yuri! Yes, your shout pull is like a tower broadcasting your fear across the ring, and you are right to be afraid. I have commissioned none other than the legendary Prince of Hope, and I am teaching him the ways of white sorcery. I have observed your methods, and you will come to the most unwelcome realization that all of your guile and cunning has finally backfired. This noble magician of pure light will serve as the counterpoint to your arcane debauchery. We will hunt you down, and goodness and hope will prevail. It is too late to throw myself at your mercy. Yes, it's much too late for that. No! God damn it!
No!
I see. Then clearly I will have to prepare myself for this soul-sundering duel, whilst making my own funeral arrangements. Oh yes, I do believe securing a corpse box would be prudent, fitted to dimensions suited to your myriad of unassembled, leaky body parts in aggregate. What will herald the arrival of this swift and righteous thaumaturge? Will I be blinded by the fearsome lashes of light ribboning from the incandescent coastline of his beauteous aura? Should I borrow my friend's sunglasses? Yes, definitely. Definitely do that. Wait, I hope that wasn't too emphatic. Maybe at this point I should clarify this is all a big joke. Okay. Yeah, I was getting that. You don't always have to tip your hand, Kanaya. You were doing well. I was? Mm-hmm. Okay, great. I think what I find most challenging about human insincerity-based humor is the degree of commitment to the fantasy which is apparently requisite. We take it very seriously. I mean to say, the gesture of hostility in this case was the joke. I did in fact train this character. I made him a wand to shut him up. Wait, you did? Really? He wouldn't stop harassing me for your secrets. That's incredible. Well done. He's the one with the royalty complex and speaks with all the extra V's and W's. Oh, I knew exactly who you were talking about from the start. Okay. I must say, this little project pleases me. Do keep me apprised of all further developments. Okay, I will. At least until my looming grim dark death steals me away. Yeah, that. It's still something that I don't really want to joke about. I hope that came across as a sincere statement. Oh. Jade, answer fairy god troll. God. Jade, you might have gotten the worst one for your personality. I gotta tell you. Like, no matter how much sincerity might be baked in, it's gonna be tough for you to see eye to eye. Hey, Jade! Oh, hi. I remember you. You talk to me a lot in my dreams.
Yeah, but now I'm talking to you being awake! Because your robot can't type because it had an explosion!
Yep, that's because my dream self died, pretty catastrophically.
Oh no, I'm definitely pretty sorry to hear that!
Thanks, but I think I'm okay. I felt pretty shaken up at first, though.
Yes, I did too! I spent so long sleeping and dreaming and playing on Prospect that being awake was made to feel weird, and I didn't like it for a while.
Yeah, I have done a lot of sleeping myself.
Oh yes, I know, but I saw you. You were awake a lot too. After a certain moment, I spent just about every waking hour being asleep.
Wait, wow, why did you sleep so much?
It was just a better way to be. More peaceful and fun, and I guess there was something that happened that was incredibly terrible and sad. It made me feel terrible and sad and sleepy. So I slept a lot.
Oh no, what happened that was so terrible?
I'd prefer that the thing I want to talk to you about not turn into that topic.
Okay, sorry for prying. What did you want to talk about?
I wanted to ask you permission. I would have asked permission the first time, but at the time you were not able to give it, or talk or anything.
Permission for what?
To commune with your Lucius!
With Beck? What do you mean by commune? And what do you—
Well, wait, I forgot about this little tidbit. Maybe you are perfect. Oh no.
And what do you mean the first time? You did it before?
Yeah, it means to talk to him and suggest he do something which is good. For him and also for people he likes.
Oh, like a psychic power?
Yes!
Pretty sweet! When did you do it before?
Oh, very recently, personally speaking. But for you, it was very long ago. And it was a really good example, I think, of exactly why Wrigglers should not be allowed to dual-wield flintlock pistols.
What?
So I did the liberty of communing with your Lucius, which I hope wasn't out of line, but like I said, you were unavailable. by which I mean unavailably small. So when I communed him to use his amazing powers to intervene and reroute the projectile away from the path that would have harmed you, and also, as a wonderful bonus and coincidence, it happened there was a felon on your property. No! You killed Granddad? No! It was, I think, surely an aging rogue who was very much keen on intruding between your really nice-looking family. And as fortune would have it, the small missile was redirected into the senior interloper's chest. And he died. Oh, dear. Dude, Jade was finally kinda getting on board with trolls. Just a little bit more than before.
OMG. That wasn't a senior interloper. I'm pretty sure you're talking about my grandpa.
Oh.
And if I'm interpreting correctly, you're saying you used Beck to make me shoot him? Oh, that's so awful.
What's a grandpa?
Oh boy, okay. It is basically an old man who serves the same rule as I guess Lucius does on your planet. He was like my dad. He took care of me.
Oh, that's a really weird cultural thing, I guess. Sorry, then, about my cultural ignorance.
Well, I'm not blaming you or anything, which is remarkably chill of me. Holy shit, I should be blaming you for this. You're telling me you made me shoot my grandpa and I'm letting that go like that? What? What the fuck? Well, it's not like I'm blaming you or anything. It sounds like you were just trying to help. And you did save my life. But, I mean, jeez, talk about a misunderstanding. What? Imagine if this is how Batman and Joe Chill met up. Like, oh, dude, that was super bad of you. No mores. That's a whoops. Well, now I feel very, very stupid, but I don't think I will give in to bad self-esteem this time about this. It's important to stay confident about stuff, don't you agree? Sure. And I think this is a good opportunity for us to bond and become closer in an emotional way. Probably. It is? Oh yes, see, the funny thing is, I also killed my Lucius by accident. I mean, my Lucius was a little fairy bull, not an old man with a huge gun. Oh no, how did that happen? I murdered him inappropriately with a 4-wheel device. What kind of device? Like, the kind basically for cripples to sit in and roll around. Oh, you mean a wheelchair? I guess that's a way to call it. Wow, how did that happen? Well, I was sitting in it, being crippled like usual, and he got under the wheel in his nap. Oh, I'm so sorry. Also, I didn't realize you were paralyzed. Not that I'm saying sorry for that. That would be rude, I think. I'm just saying sorry for your loss. Oh, it's okay, on both things. He came back to life for a while and could talk, and that was fun. And also, I'm not paralyzed anymore. Oh? No, I have robot legs, and I feel great, and I can walk. Wow, nice. Oh yes, it is truly nice. I am a new and different guy, mostly. Being not physically handicapped is most certainly the key to having high self-esteem. I don't know if I agree with that. Oh, absolutely. Take it from me as what fact is true. And now, I feel emboldened to do things that heroes should do, like save the life of a pretty girl, and kill the fiendish old man who, whoops, wasn't fiendish, and you loved him. Sorry. Well, that's good, I guess. I just wish maybe you told me what happened when I was younger. I spent years wondering about it. When I was really young, I was sure the doll sitting across from him did it. And for a long time, I was terrified of the evil blue girl. She sort of haunted my childhood, and I had trouble sleeping for a long time. But of course, I got older and realized that was silly, but then I just speculated that maybe it was suicide, which was just a really sad thing to think about.
Wow. Yeah, I totally blew that then. I guess I could still tell you about it in your past.
But even if you do, I don't remember you doing so.
Oh, then I guess I won't.
Okay.
But yeah, irregardless, this is likely to be exactly the kind of thing not to stand in the way about good feelings about myself. I mean, I saw that your Lucia saved you anyway in advance, and I just wanted to make it possible so that I was the one involved with being the hero there. To save you, like, to put myself in your story in a brave capacity, because that's what feeling good and positive about yourself is all about. Also, apparently I'm a lot more like Vriska than I realized.
Wow, you sound really confused to me.
Absolutely, I am confused like a fox, the kind that has high self-esteem.
You're incredibly silly. I can't really tell to what extent you're joking around here.
God, imagine the enemies to lovers that would be Tavros and Vriska. Oh my god. I understand that, and jokes happen, yes. But feeling great about yourself is not a joking issue. It is a heavy-duty business, and needs to be given all the seriousness that sad things get. I've learned that from my friends, and also from Rufio!
Rufio?
Yes, he's a fake.
What do you mean fake?
A fake guy I made up imaginarily. He never stops being a thing that's not real.
Oh, like an imaginary friend. Okay.
I'm pretending that being fully honest about Rufio's fakeness and being upfront about his general fraudulence, that it will only give me extra confidence. I'm pretending that as hard as I can, in the most confident way, which makes it partially more true.
That sure is a philosophy you have there.
Yes, being confident is always about saying and doing the things you feel, even if the afraid part of you says, "No, please don't do that." Like, here is a thing I'm afraid to say to you, Jade, but I'm not confident now to let my afraidness make me feel terrible.
Oh, well, what is it?
Remember I talked to you a lot when you were sleeping?
Yes,
And, we talked about lots of things, and we had some things in common, and it was nice.
sure.
And I think, consequently, the emotional result is probably that maybe I have some possible red feelings for you.
Red feelings? You mean, whoa. Wait, really?
Wow, that sure was a hard thing to say and made me incredibly nervous. But I said it because of my remarkable leg-powered self-confidence. And now I think all that's left is definitely your reciprocation about that, probably.
Well, I don't think I can reciprocate.
Uh-oh.
I mean, you're nice, but I don't really know you. I don't even know your name.
Oh gosh, how stupid I can be! I forgot to say it! I'm Tavros!
Okay, Tavros. I don't know if you've fully thought about this. You don't actually know me very well either.
Oh yes, I surely do. Because we had a number of spirited conversations, wherein you were very nice and pleased to speak with me. Did I misinterpret that? Was it not actually niceness?
Well, no.
I mean, I'll be honest, I actually kind of appreciate Tavros just coming out with it. It's a little bit more direct than the others have been.
Well, no, I was being nice because I like to be nice to people when I can, and when they are nice to me, but things are a little more complicated than that. You can't know someone just by a few conversations. I mean, I only talked to you when I was asleep. I am kind of different when I'm dreaming. I forget things, and at times I'm not totally sure what's real. Don't you remember what it's like to dream on Prospect?
Kind of.
Sorry, I feel bad about having to disappoint you, but I don't know what else to say.
But what about my attractive bravado? And ignoring my instinctual cowardice hard enough to say that I like you. Isn't that supposed to be very attractive and encourage the major having of flesh feelings in others? I guess what I mean is, what about all my confidence? What do you think about that?
Geez, Tavros, I am really flattered you like me and all. And that sure is confident of you to say so. And it's great, but I guess confidence is one thing that there is such a thing as being too forward, I guess?
Wow. Okay.
I also think, and really this is just polite, friendly advice, that if you're really confident, you don't always have to say it all the time. Oh man, I'm sorry to say, it just comes off as a little insecure and off-putting and kind of defeats the purpose. And all things considered, I think we should just stay friends, or really continue building a friendship in the first place, since, like I said, we don't actually know each other that well.
Yeah,
Sorry.
No, I'm being realistic. If I'm being realistic, I think that's what's reasonable to say to me. And I'll work on toning down my self-respect a little. My only caveat for this entire conversation, Jade, is the world is ending. Maybe we can shorten the timeline of enemies to lovers here a little bit. Like, in a real set situation, totally on board with you, but y'all got a clock on the wall that says countdown to destruction. I'm not saying it has to be Tavros, but if it's an option, maybe shorten your time frames a little bit. And I'll work on toning down my self-respect a little.
Oh, no, you should have self-respect, oh boy, this is frustrating. Can we talk about this later? I have some things to do. Why don't we get back to the original point? Why do you want to commune with Beck again?
Yes, of course. I wanted to get approval from you. To commune him again. Now that he's a sprite, to perpetuate one of my heroic ideas again.
Uh-oh. What is your idea this time?
Well, you don't have any other grandpas nearby for me to accidentally make you shoot, right? That would be very unfortunate. Bad first date tactic, I've been told. I will suggest to him that he attack your adversary as well as ours. And maybe beat him to solve everybody's problems.
Wow, I don't know about that.
But I have great skill in commanding beasts to glory in battle, and yours is surely the strongest beast I've seen.
But he's my best friend, and you have already managed to get one of my family members killed.
But according to my self-confidence, I think I'm pretty sure I can use his power to be successful. Whoops, pretend I didn't mention my self-confidence or say anything off-putting.
But all of our adversaries have inherited his powers. I would imagine the strongest guy would have all of his powers and then some. I am really not comfortable with this.
Oh,
you said you were asking for my permission first, and I appreciate that. But if you are asking, I'm afraid my answer is no.
Okay, I respect that. But I wonder.
What?
I wonder if a truly self-confident guy, with the best self-esteem there is, would even need to ask. Maybe the best guy would just know he would be successful and would do it anyway because it is for your own good and everyone else's.
No way! That would be smug and arrogant and would make you a bully. Later, if my friends and I want to ask Beck for help and decide that's our best hope, then that's our business. Until then, just please stop meddling.
Wow, okay. You're right about that. All that. I'll respect your wishes, or will I?
No! Don't. I'm serious. Ugh, I think my headache is coming back.
I was just making a joke. Sorry. I guess us becoming a friendship doesn't have to happen now.
No, it's fine. I just really don't want you to do that, okay?
Yeah.
I have to go now. Bye, Tavros.
Gardenostic ceased being trolled by Audio Storadorite. How often have we seen one of the trollees leave the conversation like that? Is that an option? Hello, Rebecca Blue. Welcome back to the nonsense. Grab yourself a seat. Arachnid's grip began trolling Adios Torador.
Oh my god, I cannot believe how hilariously pathetic that whole exchange was, even by your wretched standards, Toradork. Oh god, I can't breathe. Absolutely priceless.
Hey, Vriska, that was supposed to be a private correspondence of a personal nature. How could you even be reading that?
Tavros, sometimes your stupidity surprises even me. Next time you decide to open your heart to an alien girl, make sure her chat client isn't being holographically projected for all to see, okay?
Ouch. Oh. That's not even like a clever way that she peeped in on that. That was just like, oh, dude, giant TV screen. Cool. Tear into page. Whoops.
It was so embarrassing reading that, Tavros. I'm embarrassed, and this is by far the meanest I've been, and I'm including that time I made you go over a cliff. Holy shit, I'm being so mean right now. I am actually feeling genuine embarrassment. Your obscene incompetence is actually polluting my otherwise pristine composure. Nice going.
So, I don't care.
Jade let you down too easy. She's too nice. Someone's got to tear into you for that appalling display. And once again, guess whose shoulder that falls on? Shoulders? That's right, Vriska's as usual.
I think she has the right amount of niceness, personally. An amount that is some instead of none.
Hey, I'm nice when it matters, and where it doesn't strangulate the critical development of people I give a shit about, okay? Really, I don't know what you see in her. She is completely useless, like you. Wait, of course, it makes perfect sense. You and she represent the ideal matespritship. How could I have been so blind? Two perfectly pointless grubs in a bucket.
No, I have too much self-confidence now to be upset by your scandalous imagery. I don't think she is useless, and I don't think I am either, because of new self-esteems obtained, remember?
Oh my god, will you please stop going on about your self-fucking esteem? I will say this much about her. She was right about that. How insufferable can you get, prattling on and on about how confident you are? Tavros, you give confidence a bad name. I gave you all the chances in the world to earn it, to earn real confidence, and you failed. You couldn't even do the one little thing I asked you to, the one thing that would have made you man up once and for all. So instead you flew away and cried, and decided to sleep away your sorrow for the rest of the adventure. Do you have any idea how sick that made me? Everything about you makes me sick. When you talk about your self-confidence, I throw up a little. You don't know what confidence is. Robo-legs don't give you confidence. That ain't no more true than saying my robo-arm gave me mine. See what I mean? Your confidence is faker than even the great Rufio himself, Lord of the Unreal. It's pure fiction, a false, fakey, fraudy con job from the wimpy loser charlatan bullshit artist. It's shallow and nauseating, just like you. Do us all a favor and shut up about it.
Okay, I think this is actually making me pretty mad.
Yeah, right. I'll believe that when I see it, chump.
I don't want you to mock me anymore. I don't know if my confidence is real or what, but I would like you to stop saying stuff like that to me, and to stop saying bad things about my friend Jade, too.
Jade is an idiot. A useless, boring nobody. What has she done for her party other than fuck up every step of the way? What does she ever do but take naps and get in trouble? She's awful and you deserve each other. Oh wait, except she hates you. Even the boring, pointless girl hates you. Talk about a guy who can't get a break. Though I guess she's not completely useless.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, Tavros, I gave her credit for something, so I'll give you credit for something too. Your plan to control her Lucius wasn't a bad idea, and using your ability to save her life, lol, was a pretty good way to test how effective your powers are across sessions. Pretty good way to practice, to know where you stand. Practicing your abilities is important. So when it comes down to using them for something that really matters, you know you're ready for prime time. I know this firsthand. I got lots and lots and lots of practice with your little guinea pig friend. So really, turns out she wasn't so useless after all. Far from it.
Whoa, wait. Are you saying you did to her?
Not really the point. The point is I'm trying to pay you a compliment. At this point, you are so sad and disgusting. You should treat anything nice anyone has to say about you like a chest full of shimmering boonbucks.
Okay. God, what?
Like I said, your plan was solid. Controlling the Guardian to go after Jack was a fine idea. Sure would stir some shit up. Better than being an insignificant, stuttering piece of trash all the time, I say. And you were definitely onto something about doing it irregardless, LOL, of her wishes. Because it's for her own good. That's what winners do. They do what is right for someone they care about, even if the other person does nothing but bitch and moan and act ungrateful about it. Better you learn it late than never. In fact, I would go so far as saying that if you went ahead with her plan against her wishes, it might just earn you a smidgen of respect from me. We'll see. There's really just one catch.
Oh, what's that?
The catch is it's not going to work.
What isn't?
Are you even listening to me? Man, clear the Rufio wax out of your ears. You couldn't sick the Guardian on Noir even if you were inclined. Not even if I were to make you inclined.
Why?
Because you are dealing with a pro here. I already thought of that. I thought of everything. Ooh. The Guardian is going to attack the agents who engineered him in the first place, or who I should say were encouraged, lol, to engineer him. I was striking a mutually beneficial arrangement. This is often the most effective way to manipulate others. I just sort of gave them an idea, nudged them along in the direction of seizing more power, which they wanted to do anyway. Remember, I already have a lot of experience getting these simple-minded agents to march to my drumbeat. I was exiling them left and right in our session. I'm an expert at this by now.
Why would you do that?
Tavros, at this point it should be obvious, oh my god. I am the unseen hand behind every major event in their session. and to some extent, their whole lives. At least those events not happening by the volition of their own natural incompetence. Don't you think this is how it should be? Shouldn't the greatest player leave her fingerprints on every step of the rise to power of her ultimate nemesis?
Wow, no, that's... I don't even know how to say all the ways I think that's crazy.
But you must agree, because you were copycatting my idea.
No, I wasn't.
You were brazenly inserting yourself into Jade's history. The self-insertion plan was my idea, and it's revolting and cowardly for you to deny it.
That was for a good thing, though.
Sure, whatever you say. It's incredibly sad how outclassed you are. It's actually depressing that you thought you could beat me at my own game. And then most sickeningly of all, you don't own up to it. I have every angle covered already. The human session is on full circuit lockdown. Any effort you make to disrupt my plans will be laughable, just like everything you have ever done in your life. The only thing left to do now is prepare to kill Jack myself, and save everyone's ungrateful asses. It's a shame you're not strong enough to take him on with me. Too bad you spent so long sleeping instead of turbo leveling like me. We might have made a pretty awesome team. Oh well. Paige, retrieve arms.
Okay then, all of your usual insulting things aside, my take on this is that you created our impossibly hard bad guy who wants to kill us, and by association I guess that makes you the bad guy too, instead of a good guy who's just mean.
Nice deduction! Wrong, excruciatingly linear, and laced with the sort of absolute morons like to throw around. Sort of absolutes morons like to throw around, but nice.
And that being the case, even though I'm terrified of you, and not as strong, or real confident, only mostly fake confident,
yes, go on.
I think I am going to have to stop you.
Yeah, that's the spirit. Oh my god, pretty weak slime threat there, but it's a start. Tell you what, if you can find me in this lab, you can have at me. I'll even give you a free shot. No funny business or anything.
Okay, then, here I come.
I'll be waiting. Oh my god. This is...
No! His number one enemy! Stairs!
Yeah. AH ride. Oh. Yes. Hell yes.
What the fuck? Hell fucking yes!
And so came to an end the most heroic thing that ever happened in the history of metafiction. Let's move on. Air, level up. The windy thing subsides, and clear skies prevail. You soar to the highest rung, and rule over the ladder as the air transparent. Boon dollars fly. Air, cloud up. I mean, it actually doesn't look all that cloudy compared to what I was expecting. There we go. The clouds have returned. The fireflies are still trapped. The spell remains unbroken. There is commotion behind you. A nearby village, perhaps? John, enter village. Ooh, yay!
Did you see it? It was there after the windy thing.
See what?
Oh gosh, I can't think of the word. The big flat thing that's as wide as possible and up. The dark colored ceiling that clouds stay under.
The sky?
Yes! It was so beautiful! I hope to witness its miracle again one day before the end of my sadly short amphibious lifespan. No! Oh, damn it. Pick up serious business goggles. You re-equip serious business goggles. Would have sucked if you lost these. Answer Vriska. John. Congratulations.
For what, you mean? That windy thing I did? Did I actually do that somehow? Well, yes, you did, and I suppose congratulations are in order for that too. But mostly I am congratulating you for gaining all the levels. Oh right, I got to the top of my echelon somehow. I didn't even really think it had a top, or that I would get there so fast. So I guess that's it then. Don't have to worry about leveling up anymore. That's pretty neat. Don't be ridiculous, John. Well, you may have technically gained all the levels just now. You did not truly gain all of them just yet. In a way, this is really just the beginning. It is. Yes, you are now ready to begin your ascent through the god tiers. Nobody I know was able to progress this far anywhere near as fast as you, John. Not even me. I can't tell you how proud I am. Wow, really? Okay, what do I do? The thing is, from this point on, you can't make any progress while you're awake, so you've got to get to sleep. But not just any boring old nap will do. You will need to go to sleep in a special bed. Not off the top of my head, no. The penumbra phantasm theory. I am not familiar. I am gathering based on my quick Google search that it has something to do with Homestuck, so I will leave that be for now. But not just any boring old nap will do. You'll need to go to sleep in a special bed. You must find your quest bed, John. That sounds pretty cool. Where is it? Not too far away, but rather than telling you, why don't you talk to the locals and ask around? I've helped you get this far, but at some point you are going to have to start taking some steps all by yourself. I think you're ready for that. If you make the right decisions and play all your cards right, hell, you might even wind up at a higher tier than I did. I hope this turns out to be the case. I am rooting for you all the way. Now get going and find that bed. Okay, I will. Thanks a lot, Vriska. Same stuff. And apparently I'm gonna leave your conversation there physically somehow. Open Pixis. You got a mini tablet.
That was quite a bluster, wouldn't you say? It really had us all whipping around here, our little legs flailing every which way.
You must be talking about the windy thing. Yeah, sorry about that.
What would you have to worry about?
Be sorry about? A great surge of the breeze like that could only be summoned by the air. It means he's finally come. This is so exciting. Please let me know if you see him. I'll take your word for it that I don't need to do 100% completion so long as it appears reasonable to not do. Like, I'm assuming that means based on that there's just a ton or something to do here. I thought for sure our mushroom was cooked. The green tragedy nearly consumed us all. The green tragedy? Oh, you mean the fire? Yes, word has spread of the global catastrophe. Thousands of lives were lost. Luckily, the air saved us. I was going to pop a big friendly bubble in his face if I am ever lucky enough to meet him. Wow, sounds like he's in it for a treat. You've been dying to try this beverage for a long time. Perfect timing too, since you are in need of a good sugar kick. This can should be jam-packed full of real actual sugar. Ugh, this stuff sucks.
Oh, we must all come together and unify as a people after the terrifying green tragedy. This harmonious union will mostly entail a lot of standing around and fidgeting hyperactively. Together!
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! I can't wait for the air to visit our village. Hey, maybe he's here right now! Maybe if I blow my spit bubble to be big enough, it will catch the air's reflection, and I will be able to bask in his magnificence. Wait, I see someone in my bubble reflection right now. Could it be? Could it? Oh, never mind. It's just a dumb boy with some square-shaped glass shapes on his face. Hey! You got one of your fake arms? Man, why do they have to rummage through your stuff and start mailing it all over the planet? Hey, little fella, where are your parents? Do salamanders even have parents? Oh, duh, of course they do. I guess that, what I mean is, do you have a family or anything? Glub. I already adopted one young salamander today, but then I left her at my friend's house. So I think I'll let you be. I don't know if I'm cut out to be a dad. I mean, I don't even have a tie or a pipe or a really serious looking wallet or anything. But you've got your business glasses. Thinking about it is making me miss my dad. Hey, I wonder if I'll see him when I sleep on my quest bed. I hope so. Anyway, thanks for listening. See ya, little guy. Glub. Frog! You got more illegal contraband. Did it get colder? Dude, this frog is so illegal. You better ditch this thing before the wily agent of Durr sees you with it. Read signposts. Left village, right mushroom orchard, and also a secret grotto. Shh. Okay. Hey you! Don't go any further! The mushroom orchard has been commandeered by a frightening beast! It is terribly powerful, unlike any underling I have ever seen. At least not before the green tragedy. The devil is making it nigh impossible to farm our goddamn mushrooms. Yeah, halt! We are guarding the mushroom orchard. It is for your own good. Do not pass! Guard, guard, guard. We are an elite team of village guards guarding this orchard here.
Together we represent an impenetrable edifice of amphibious fury. There is no way anyone is getting through. Public safety is assured. Bye. I'll be back. I'm gonna check out the village first. I thought the spell was broken there for a moment. The clouds went away and the fireflies were all buzzing around, acting disoriented. But then the clouds came back. To be honest, I was a little relieved and have grown fond of them, and if the fireflies were to escape from above, I would miss them dearly. They're really pretty and they're my friends. Aww. Welcome! Looking for something tasty today? Onion! Got an onion. Grasshopper! I'm gonna buy one of everything. Jar of bugs. Village has the best snack stand in the land. It offers the juiciest bugs and most succulent onions. I'm so hungry. Alas, I have not a single boondollar to pop my bubble with. I've got loads of boondollars. Here, I will treat you to a nice lunch. The salamander got 100 boondollars. Oh god, oh god, oh god, this is like a small fortune! I can finally afford to try the most sublime delicacy on the menu. But if I opt for that, I can afford nothing else that is tasty. Yes, I guess having money leads to some complicated decisions. Oh well, enjoy. I blew all my money on a grasshopper. It was okay, I guess. I would have given you more money. Hey there, friend! Hey, I heard a rumor that you were some kind of Mr. Moneybags over here. Well, boy, do I have an offer for you. What is it? A treasure! It will cost you 10,000 boondollars to discover what it is and obtain it! Wow, 10,000, that's a lot. But really, I guess it's not so much since I have millions. Millions? Why didn't you say so? I revised my offer to 100,000 boondollars. Hey, you can't do that. I will pay you 10,000 and that's my final offer. You drive a hard bargain out of that silly tooth mouth of yours. Very well. The deal has been made. You got a smuppet. Oh, it was one of Dave's dumb butt puppets. I hate these things. What a ripoff. Oh, wealthy tooth boy, I have another offer for you. I'm not doing business with you anymore, you scoundrel. It's empty and therefore worthless. Too bad. You guess riches aren't quite so easy to come by. Well, this got more ominous quickly. Ooh, animated. All right. Shh! Listen! Do you hear that? He is still asleep, thank goodness. But when the thing is kicking up all that fuss, he sounds like he was not happy at all. It makes him absolutely furious when anyone other than him bends the breeze to his will. It is not pleasant for anybody. Luckily, there is only one person who can do that, and he is surely a mythical figure who only morons believe in. No! You got a smuppet. Oh great, just what you needed. A pipe full of puppet ass. Nice. Hello, looking for a head object that is rumpled and unsightly. All of our head objects are rumpled and unsightly, fortunately. The rumpled head object of all is mine. I am the absolute pinnacle of fashionability. Marvel at the object upon my head and admire the luster of its velveteen rumples. It was so expensive. Oh man, look at that dashing style. Rumpled head objects are all the rage these days. I would love to wear one, but I just don't have the money. Well, I agree it is important to keep up with the fashions. Tell you what, I will give you some money for a hat, so that you can be one of the coolest salamanders in town. Here you go, just busting the local economy. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, thank you so much. I love my new rumpled head object. I love you. You're welcome. What will it be today, laddie? These are actually too expensive for me, but I'm gonna try. Fantasia's inhale. Yeah, you're not even remotely close to being able to afford this thing, whatever it is. If only you hadn't given... I would question how this villager's economy makes any sense if you're selling this stuff. Oh, it is this way to what we locals call the galoshe. It is above this thing that the air will take the most important and legendary naps upon. Oh, that must be my quest bed. I mean the air's quest bed. I almost forgot I was being all sneaky and incognito here. My response to that will simply be a singular, unintelligible, and unpunctuated glub. Glub. Alright, let's go do battle. I know what you're talking about, do not open. 100% completion on these things is what it's all about. Oh, goodness. No, I don't want to attack you. I want to talk to you. Can I? Maybe this is where I get my 10 million boon dollars from, killing this thing. No! I didn't mean to leave the screen. Curses! Riveting gameplay here. This guy's just minding his own business. Not attacking anybody. Just chill being a teleporting god imp thing. I was gonna say, you could have teleported a little further away than that, bro. Oh, he might actually win. Oh yeah, I do have like a special attack, don't I? What do I... What's my button? Let's do this first. Thank you for telling me that. This makes it a lot more convenient to fight him. Yay! I got uranium fever. It's gone and got me down. Uranium fever. It's spreading all around. No, I don't give a shit that there's a ridiculously powerful and deadly imp running around the orchard. Someone's got to be farming all these goddamn fucking mushrooms, pain in the ass though it truly is. So that's what I'm doing. Standing around here, farming all these goddamn fucking mushrooms. I figured there'd be some dialogue after killing it. Like, oh, it's not as bad now. Still sucks because it's a shitty job, but hey. Whee! Let's go take a nap. Do you have anything to say about letting me past? Just to remind everybody, especially those who might not have been here at the beginning of the original stream, I will probably only be going for another 10 to 15 minutes. You have found your destination. What would you like to do? Proceed to quest bed. I kind of have figured more would happen here. Take legendary nap. Okay, I think I'm ready to take this legendary nap, and then climb the god tiers, I guess. Yes, exactly. Pretty exciting, isn't it? Yeah, maybe it is a little too exciting. What's that? What's that mean? I am not sleepy at all. Also, this is not much of a bed, more like a really hard slab of rock. I don't see how I'll be able to sleep. John, would you like me to put you to sleep? You mean you're asking me this time instead of just doing it? What happened to you wanting to be responsible for me becoming a hero? John, I am clearly involved in your rise to power now regardless. That can't be changed. I am giving you the option because at some point a hero has to start making choices. Once you take a break from hunting treasure and stop getting distracted by side quests, you eventually realize that's what this game is all about. The choices you make affect the destiny of the universe you create, as well as the type of hero you become. It would have been nice if someone was around to explain all this to me and let me have some control over my own fate. I had to do this in a much less pleasant way. I'm sparing you that indignity. Besides, it's not like you're some loser who doesn't know how to make tough decisions. So what'll it be, John? Well, I'm supposed to go to sleep to realize my destiny, and you have the ability to make me do that, so I don't really see the harm in it. And that, it sounds like it was just the practical thing to do. Am I hearing a yes, John? Yes, that is my decision. Vriska, please put me to sleep. You got it, oh my god. Vriska's like, placebo effect, go! No, no, oh dear. Ah! Ah! John, rise up like Hamilton, rise up! Savior of the Waking World by Toby Fox. Starting out somewhat chill, I like the vibe. I sort of get it being a sacrificial altar now, but goddamn. Well, without Morse code on screen, what am I supposed to do with this information? You know, this feels a lot happier than it is. This feels like when you first enter Hyrule Field. That's the vibe this song gives off. Air of bad breath, maybe. They have not brushed their teeth in days, I'm sure. John, every outfit you've worn before this was a better one. You need every single one. Alright. Ooh, we still going? Day 612. Are we about to get another recap? That one was really good. I like that. Zzz, zzz, zzz. Probably not that kind of Z, but he needs to wake up. Dave, Pastor Tracy? Okay. What? What do you mean, what? I mean, what are you waiting for? Are you going to just stand there, or are you going to suck it up and assassinate that nice-looking Dave in his sleep? But, you know if I'm going to or not. It's lame for you to pretend there's any element of suspense here. Why don't you just tell me? Oh, I get it. You want to rise to the god tiers and become as great as John, while still forfeiting all of your decision and free will. To a blind girl in another dimension. Real heroic Dave, or should I say, so cool. Damn, there's an Undertale character right there. There. That song was great, but it does surprise me that it's individually being called out. It's not my favorite that we've seen from Toby Fox so far here. Look, I don't mind making the decision, if that's what's going on here. Like doing the free will thing. Oh, is that a thing now? Yes, how would it ever stop being a thing? Being a thing... Dude, being a thing... Being a thing's not something it ever stopped doing. I just want to know what's really going on here, before I decide to start chopping off the heads of outrageously good-looking snoozing dudes. I told you! You need to die on your quest bed to reach the god tier in Skya with John. Okay, I know that, but something about this doesn't add up. Who is this guy? I don't remember sleeping on this bed. Or reaching the god tier. I'm pretty sure that's something I'd remember. Well, it's future you, Dave, obviously. How is this complicated? So is he from the future? Does this mean later I'm going to have to put this ugly goddamn suit back on? Which I thought we both agreed I'd retired from the wardrobe forever and then go back in time and sleep in this bed and get killed by me right now? Do I have the stable loop right? Nope! Then what? I can tell you, but first, are you sure this is the source of your hesitation, Dave? Keeping track of temporal logistics? Why wouldn't I be concerned about that? If we make mistakes, then dead Daves start piling up. And dead Daves are the enemy, remember? Says the sword-holding guy who's about to add one to the pile. I'm just saying, it isn't easy for anyone to face their own death, even if the consequences is to their benefit. Not even any of us managed to do it. Well, except for one. Who? Take a wild guess. Okay, I will take a wild guess. Vriska? Carcat? And, what's her name? Gosh. Kit Kat. What's cat name? Cat name, what are you? What is your name? Nepeta. These three would surprise me. As would Tavros. I mean, she might be implying that it's just her, but I'm a little surprised if it is her. If it's Tracy, a little surprised. Gamzee might have done it because he was high as shit. Kanaya would surprise me. I hardly think that Aradia counts because she was already dead. Okay, she must be talking about herself because I don't really like any of these answers. Okay, got it. I wonder if this can finally be the conversation that doesn't deteriorate into a lot of bitching and moaning about her. Oh, okay. Fine. So if I'm understanding this guy isn't from the future who came back to finish a loop, and he's not from the past because I'd remember doing this. So this isn't part of our timeline choreography at all. Must be from an offshoot timeline, which means he's doomed. Yes. Okay. So how did this happen? Where did we fuck up? We didn't. Sorry about this, Dave. It was the best way I could think to show you what this involves. You wouldn't stop bugging me about why you'd never be able to catch up with John. I told you you wouldn't be able to face your death, and that wasn't good enough for you, so here we are. What exactly did you do? Okay, remember when you were asking me about this god tier stuff, and how John was able to ascend, and I told you it would involve dying? And you kept going on about it, so I gave you a choice to find out how. Find out now or find out later. Yeah, I remember. That seems like a long time ago already. But was that like more than a day for me chronologically? Yes, but it was only a couple minutes ago for me. You finally wore me down with all your recent pestering, so I said fine and went back a little earlier on your timeline to kick this off. So this is how we are doing this now. Okay, but you didn't actually give me a choice. You just flipped a coin. Yeah, and I left the decision over the outcome of the flip in your hands. Maybe you forgot. I wouldn't blame you since there's been a lot to keep track of. But here is how it went down. You were strutting around. Ooh, is it the same motif? Okay. In your delicious Kiwi 8-ball suit and running your fresh mouth as usual. Derpio Teresi. Sup, gotta beat John. He's got a long hood and he does win. How can I get powers too? Oops, red is how I talk, my bad. Oh my god! Dave, this is so decadent. Why didn't you ever tell me
How amazing it is to type like this. I almost can't handle it. Okay, stop. That shit is probably like crack to you. I've gotta. I'm not going to stand by and watch you fall prey. Okay, stop. That shit is probably like crack to you, and sorry for doing that impression of you a second ago. I'm not going to stand by and watch you fall prey to your own wild cherry apeshit apocalypse. Okay, so anyway, I'm like, Dave, that's going to involve facing your own death. And I'm sorry to break it to you, but I don't think you're ready for that. So then Dave is like, that's so stupid, blah blah, I'm being difficult and cool, word up. So I say, fine, I will show you, but only if you promise to the exact terms of my arrangement in order to protect the integrity of the timeline. The arrangement being the coin flip thing. Thank God we did that, otherwise we'd be screwed. I probably would have gone back in time and killed my own grandfather. Oh wait, I never had one. Oh, but it was important. You just didn't know what was going on, which was for your own good. I told you I was going to flip a coin, and before I did, you had to pick a side without telling me good heads or bad heads. And you were like, hey, sure, Tracy, I will hella go along with your two-face thing. Whatever that means. Oh yeah. What did that mean, by the way? What's a two-face thing? Two-Face is a human Batman villain who's half ugly and flips coins all the time to make evil decisions. Oh. Well, that's kind of disheartening. I sort of thought my coin flipping was a cool and unique thing. It's okay. Flipping coins for reasons is still pretty badass, I guess. Why don't you finish your story? Okay, depending on it, back in time or wait for future, go to sleep, back in time. Now what? It just depends on which Dave you end up being. Right, so the choice, if you recall, was I could show you how to reach the god tier now, or I could show you later, and you had to assign one option to good heads and the other to bad heads. And whatever the result of the flip, you had to promise to do what you committed to beforehand. No cheating and changing your mind, or that would fuck it up. Right, exactly. So like I said before, I had no choice at all. I picked some options and you flipped a coin. Yes, but leaving the choice to you was important here. You'll see why if you think about it. Not seeing it. I picked good heads to mean you'd show me how, bad heads to mean you'd show me later. Now, you said it came up bad heads, so I was like, okay, I can wait. And I did for like a whole day, and now here you are showing me. Did I miss something? Yes! You forgot that there is also an offshoot reality in which you made the opposite decision. That was the one where bad heads meant I would show you right away. Remember, before the flip, I instructed you what to do in that event. To go back in time and await further instruction. And you did. He did, that is. He went back in time, and I told him to find this bed and go to sleep. And then future Dave would come later and kill him, sending him to the god tier if he so willed. If he could find the wherewithal to go through with it. The sleeping Dave is the doomed Dave, the one who didn't wait. Future Dave is you, the one who waited. In your quest, you're the Alpha Dave. He's you. Dave, show him your stabs. Then, this is kind of useless, isn't it? I thought you were bringing me back here to finish a stable time loop, not murder a guy you punked who's gonna die regardless. What's the fucking point of giving a doomed version of myself superpowers anyway? Maybe he will stop being doomed after you kill him. Maybe he will get the Dave powers and live a long and cool life not being doomed anymore. How would you know unless you take a stab at it? Heh. It's just the worst thing when you get morbid. Anyway, maybe. But I kind of doubt that's how it works, I mean. Doomed means doomed, doesn't it? The loopholes are only temporary, like how Dave's sprite turned out. Rip Mr. Orange Creamsicle, may he rest in deliciousness. Wait, when did we lose Future Dave? Sprite Dave Sprite, when did we lose him? I forget. Was it? Whoa, it was during the animation, wasn't it? Sorry.
Nothing that happens during the animations are canon. That's the Fusionator declared rule of Homestuck. Work your way around that fact. Ugh. Am I wrong in guessing that? Shouldn't you know better than me? Dave, when it comes to time stuff, why would the Seer of Mind know better than the Knight of Time? I don't know. What does being a Seer of Mind actually mean? That is a great question. Maybe if you think about it, you can figure it out yourself. Okay, it's someone who asks a bunch of dumb riddles. I figured it out already. Yeah, right. Let's not get derailed here. We were talking about a serious issue, and I'm standing over my soon-to-be corpse while holding a fucking sword. Okay, that is fair. You are probably correct about doomed Mr. Kiwi Suit here. Paradox Space is pretty vicious about punishing those in violation of its plan. Punishing? Sure. It finds ways to annihilate the paths which do not contribute constructively to its own propagation. And it is equally merciless to those who inhabit them, and in particular those who cause them. It appears to have a sense of justice, don't you think? I guess. Well, you asked what I thought, and that's what I think. The question remains. Now what? I don't know. None of this is making for a very persuasive argument that I should kill Doomed Me. But he is going to die anyway. Why not just be the one to put him down? At the very least, you could make sure it is a pleasant demise instead of something nastier. See, this shit you're doing now, this is the morbid shit I was talking about. It's not anywhere near as endearing as you probably think, even when you bracket smile after it. Like, oh, you said something fucked up, but there's a cute fave, my heart just fucking melted. Cute face. Dave! We both know my bracket smiles are irresistible. Okay, yeah, you're right. I just got one back over totally, I think. This whole thing was a ruse, and not even the funny kind that qualifies as distractions. I think you got my whole timeline there in front of you, and you know damn well I have no intention of killing this guy, ever. And it's just a big game you set up to watch me squirm over weird mortality issues while you giggle. Yeah, so? So, I guess, well played? I don't know, just one question, and please just drop your fucking justice riddles and be honest. Do I ever make the god tier, like, the right way? Very well, I will stop tormenting you, Dave. No, you don't. But that is not as bad as it sounds. Like I said, none of us made it. Except for, okay, never mind. It wasn't necessary. We were already breezing through the game at our lower levels. By the time we reached the top of our ladders and mastered our fray motifs, we were completely dominating. Okay, so the boss was more challenging than we expected, but by then it was too late to go back and do anything about it. And we had an army of lethal psychic robots to help us. It all worked out in the end. Why do you think I had you buy all those fray motifs? Even if you're not quite where John is, you're still a pretty deadly weapon. Okay, then cool, I guess I can live without wearing a sweet windsock hoodie and making time tornadoes or whatever. I was only bugging you about it because you were being so vague. Yes, I know. I thought it was better to show you what was involved. It's one thing to say, sup, Tracy, help me be a god, sup. But facing it is different. Our race is not exactly uncomfortable in the proximity of death, but it was still a challenge we weren't prepared for, and then Jack killed our dream selves, and I guess we lost that chance for good. Oh my goodness. I've been planning to stop when we got to the end of this conversation, and it turns out it's going on. Alright then, I guess that's enough of this horseshit. Time to move on. Sure, if you really want to leave poor doomed Dave here to his own devices. It was a Dave-isis. I don't even want to be around when he wakes up. It'll be weird and awkward. I don't suppose I could talk you into putting him out of his misery based on the result of a coin flip. No, fuck no. Put your fucking death coin away, Jesus. I am forbidding you from ever flipping that coin again when you're talking to me or even thinking about me. Fine. Wow, Dave. So touchy about a silly little coin. You're overestimating its relevance here anyway. In fact, after I flipped it, I didn't even look at the result. What, you didn't? Nope, Dave. Why would a blind girl look at a coin she can't even see? I figured you would have felt it. Shouldn't be hard. It doesn't make sense. That's fucking idiotic. You could smell a flea off a dog's balls. Dave, see, this shit you're doing now, this is the gross shit I was talking about. It's not anywhere near as endearing as you think. Ha 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 ha. This is BS. So okay, your coin flip of death was meaningless. Great to know. Is there anything else we need to do here? I sent you the money. I got all the frame motifs. Tell me what is there that's left besides you jerking me around. Probably time to chill out for a while and get back in sync with my teammates. Oh, yes, I know. You've got some work to do. I can take a hint and give you some space to do it. Jade is going to need your help on her nice frosted marshmallow planet. Then I guess that's where I'll go. And if you don't find it in your cool kid heart not to stay mad at me, feel free to get in touch anytime. Okay, I mean, I'm not even actually mad, I don't know. I still don't really get what you did. Was the trick really necessary? It sounds like the split-off was the result of both possible decisions I could have made and had fuck all to do with your coin or randomness or luck. Exactly! See, you do get it! Get what? You asked what it means to be the seer of mind. Yeah? And I obviously still don't know. Okay, then I'll just ask this. How much of your reality do you think is made of what's in your mind? I don't know, sounds like a riddle. Fuck it, I'll just say all of it. I mean, that is the answer, right? Smartass, it is not a riddle. It is a serious question. There is a big difference, Dave. If you see what's in your mind clearly and understand the power your thoughts have, then you understand reality while everyone else is running around confused and angry and upset, because they think reality is something happening to them, rather than something they are making every moment with every thought. Oh, okay. How well do you think you know your mind, Dave? Really well. I know it biblically, like it's obscene NSFW spectacle. Heh, I don't know what that means, but I know it is probably a rude joke. Means my skull is a bucket and my brain's a fuck grub. I love that he's learned the terminology. Gross, Davis, gross! But I knew that too. I know your mind better than you. Oh, do you? I am not psychic, but I have the sight seers are meant to have. It was my role to have it, to talk to people and see the tunnels and vortices in their minds, and to understand the realities they would create if those thoughts led to action. For my enemies, I was meant to bring about the inherent retribution flowing from the reality made by their own evil thoughts. And for my friends, to protect them from their tendency to underestimate the power their confusion has over their fate. To keep them out of trouble, Dave. Is that what you were doing just now? Maybe I was. You never know. Seers are notoriously cryptic in their ways. Yeah, no fuck. Anyway, it's been fun, Dave. It's been so fun because the more people try to hide, the more they show me. So I guess that's how I know I like you so much. Man, you are just some kind of know-it-all, aren't you? What else do you know? I know some very important things. Like? I know that you were onto something when you said luck wasn't involved with the coin flip. Yeah, because you didn't even look. It was like Schrodinger's fucking coin, and then it turned into Schrodinger's fucking Dave. Ricky Schrodinger? Ricky Schrodinger? Yeah. Well, yes, that may be true, but even so, I do know that luck is a very real thing. Fortune is the essence of light, and it shines on those who've mastered it. But I know something more important than this. It is a big secret.
Maybe the biggest and most important secret of all.
What?
Luck doesn't actually matter.
Oh my god, it's going dark! I'm more blind than I was a minute ago! Ah! No! Yeah, you were the one. Okay. Good lord, kiss her. Ah, next time. I need to stop. We'll save whatever's happening there for next time. I hope you all have a very nice day. Oh my god. I just keep going for the next 10 hours if I don't stop myself. Take care.